أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين ثم الصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه وأنصاره والتابعين لهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين آمين. I seek refuge of Allah from shaitan the accursed. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. All praise be to Allah, the Lord of the world, the most gracious, the most beneficent, the master of the day of judgment. May the peace and blessings of Allah be on the noble Prophet Muhammad, his household, and his companions, and those who follow his right footprint to the day of accountability. Ameen. I greet every one of us by saying Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, today we'll be looking at maddu, elongation or lengthening, as the name implies. Inshallah, at the end of today's lesson, we'll be able to recognize the maddu signs or the maddu letters. Learn how to apply the maddu letters with all vowel signs. Study how maddu are used with consonant letters. And when we say maddu, what do we mean by that? This is a sign of elongation or letters. Maddu are signs or letters of elongation or lengthening. It is attached to the front of the letter that is expected to be elongated. The weak three letters, consonant letters, are alif, waw, and yaw, and they are mostly employed and used to this effect. Alif is working with any letter with a vowel sign fataha. E.g., can you see ba here with fatiha? Then alif has been attached to it. And yaw is working with any letter with the vowel sign kasra, e.g., and this is ba, and yaw has been attached to it for the purpose of elongation. And the third one is waw. Waw is working with any letter with the vowel sign doma, e.g., ba is attached to the doma for the purpose of elongation. Let me quickly make certain things clear. Let's come back to the weak letter. Why do we call alif, waw, and yaw weak letters? The reason behind that is that they are the letters that are used to strengthen, to lengthen another letter, to elongate other letters, because they are being dragged. Because they are being dragged, and that's the reason why we call them the three weak letters. Sometimes they stand on their own to be consonants as part of the 28 letters, and sometimes they are used as a sign or as a letter of elongation. And for instance, look at this example of alif. When we say alif is working with any letter with vowel sign fataha, let's say you look at the sign for fataha, and the sound for fatiha is a. The sound of fatiha is a. So which means when we say ba here, we are talking about sound b, adding the vowel signs to it fatiha, it make it ba. Then here we'll say ba fatiha ba, ba fatiha ba, ba fatiha ba. So once we add this alif to it, it becomes ba fatiha alif madi ba, and that is how it is. It has been elongated once we add alif to it. And alif will always work with any letters that want to be strengthened or lengthening or to be elongated. Alif will be added to such letter that has fatiha on it. So you can either say alif fatiha alif madi a, ba fatiha alif madi ba, ta fatiha alif madi ta, and so on and so forth. So, and likewise, when we look at yaw is working with any letter with the vowel sign kestra, which means if alif is having kestra and you want to elongate it, we are going to we are going to use we are going to employ yao to elongate it. It is letter yao that we're going to use. And mind you, the letter yao is not a type of yao that has dot on it, and that's the difference between it. It won't have any dot when you are using it for elongation. Yes. And that will be what? Alif Kestra E. Simple as that. When adding yao to it, it now be what? Alif Kestra Yao Madi E. And likewise, look at this one here. This is ba. Since Yao Madi is here, it means that it will be what? Ba. We have ba Kestra B. But adding this Yao Madi to it, will become what? Ba Kestra Yao Madi B. I'm sorry the sign is not there, but add it to it. There's a dash sign beneath this bar, which turns to back extra Yao Madi B. And likewise, let's look at how we use wow. Wow is working with any letter with the vowel sign Doma. Do not forget that Doma vowel sign is a kind of sign that produces U. So whenever this sign is added to any letter, so it turns the letter to have the ending U. So let's assume that we add Doma with Ba. It will Ba Doma Bu. It has changed from A and E. It is now Bu. But if you want to elongate this vowel, how do we do it? We now what? Seek the assistance of this weak vowel, then add it to the front. Do not forget that we read Arabic from right to left. So we'll start reading from here to this side. So this is the front. We are adding it to the front of it. This is the back of the letter. Why this is the front? We are moving forward like this. This is the front. So this one will now be what? If we to call it in the simple, we now say in the simple pronunciation, this is ordinarily, this is Baduma Bu. But adding this wow madi to it, now be Baduma wow madi Bu. And that is how you apply it to all letters that have Doma on them. Any letter that has Doma, if you want to what? Strengthen that letter, you want to elongate it, so you add wow madi to it. Let me recap again. Alif is working with any letter with the vowel sign Fataha, which means whenever any letter has Fataha, we use Alif to elongate it. Either Yao, either Ba, either Ta. So elongating Jim, Fatia, Ja now turns to Jim, Fatia, Alif Madi, Ja. And Yao is working with any letter with the vowel sign Kestra. This is vowel sign Kestra. So let's say Kaf, for instance. Kaf has a Kestra and we want to elongate it. We want to lengthen it. What do? You now say Kaf Kestra Yao Madi Ki. Kaf Kestra Yao Madi Ki. Kaf Kestra Yao Madi Ki. And if you want to elongate, while is working with any letter with the vowel sign Doma. So if you want to elongate any letter that has Doma, so we seek the assistance of this weak vowel. And for instance, let's use Nun. For instance, let's say Nun has a Doma and we want to elongate that Nun. We'll say what? Nun Doma Wow Madi. Nun. Do you get it now? And there's a limitation to the lengthening. There's a limitation to the lengthening. Yes, there's a limitation to the lengthening. We'll talk about that later, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May Allah make it easy for you, and may Allah increase in understanding. May He grant you knowledge and wisdom. Ameen. I wish you the best. We meet again. Fi amanillah.